He was known as Big Will from the Iberville, Red Willie, and Big Steel.
I called him Pookie.
Ask his wife Andrella or his co-workers here at Martin Wine Cellar what they remember about Willie Lonan, and they'll all have something good to say.
He was one of those people that whenever he's around, you just feel warmer and happier. Always had a smile on, always helping people out.
Willie worked at Martin after retiring from a lengthy career with the RTA. His wife says they enjoyed a life of comfortable routine. He handled the cooking. She made coffee every morning.
And of course, I know he was pretending that the coffee was so good.
Willie was going to fully retire, and Andrella says they were making plans to travel, but it was a journey they never got to take. Big Willie Lonan died of complications from COVID-19 on March 18, 2020, 3 days after his 66th birthday. Andrella says she has to avoid their living room in the evening.
Because every day around about 7, I'm waiting for him to walk through the door, and he doesn't.
Willie Lonan's family is not alone in their grief. Nearly 500 Black New Orleanians died from COVID-19 over the past year. Breaking these numbers down further, Black people make up less than 60% of the city's population, but have accounted for 3/4 of COVID-19 deaths. There's also a racial disparity statewide.
COVID-19, I think, unveiled something that has been there but has not had nationwide attention until now. And quite frankly, in Louisiana, the same things that we're talking about now, we were talking about 15 years ago after Hurricane Katrina.
Dr. Ebony Price Haywood leads the Ochsner Xavier Health Institute for Health Equity and Research. She's tracked COVID-19 cases in New Orleans and Baton Rouge.
And very strongly, we discovered that your race, as well as whether or not you have a public-facing job, those are the two things that increased your risk for exposure and infection.
Research shows the higher number of deaths in the Black population is linked to underlying health conditions. Dr. Price Haywood says that has everything to do with social factors and not genetics.
It's your social circumstances that drives your health outcomes. And until we focus on what we need to improve the environment in which people are born, live, and work, you will always have disparities. It has nothing to do with the color of your skin.
Willie Lonan's wife says he had underlying health conditions but was otherwise healthy. One evening he wasn't feeling well. His cough got worse overnight. Andrella found him unresponsive on the sofa. She called 911, administered CPR, but Willie never regained consciousness. Painful memories linger for Andrella. However, comfort comes from the good times with Willie, his love of dancing, family, and friends.
If more people would not just see the numbers and think about people's stories, they would be more vigilant about doing what they're supposed to do to try to control this virus.
I asked Dr. Price Haywood what needs to happen to improve health disparities for Black citizens. She pointed to policy changes in housing, education, and living wages. If those occur, better health outcomes will occur.